Going to do a truck check on 806 today. So open up your Planet app and you're going to pick your vehicle selection. You're going to pick 806. After you do that, it's going to populate your name, date and time. And if you have anyone on shift with you, you can add them to it. So next up, you're going to start with getting the mileage. Go ahead and turn the key. It's going to be at 1534 for mileage in this instance. So you go ahead and type that in. So then you're going to start your checklist. So it says first, look at your fuel level. So fuel level right now is just below full. So go ahead and mark that as good. We're going to start the apparatus, make sure it runs. Make sure to open your garage door when you do that so you're not going to get gassed out. So first it wants you to check your lights. So over here you want to make sure your master battery is turned on, and then your emergency master will then turn all your lights on. You can go ahead and flip all your floodlights, rear, scene, and alley on, and then go ahead and hop out of the vehicle and make sure that they all work. You get your floodlights. All these are on. Those are good. All the lights up front are operational too. You also want to make sure you turn your headlights on. This one has a manual headlight stick. See, now the dial's set to auto. That's the manual. You have this. And you should be able to see the lights are on. They are. Next, you want to check your sirens. You're going to go to your center console right here, and you're going to go one click right. Siren works. Next on the checklist is your two portable radios. So over here in the center console, you'll find two radios. Go ahead and flip them both on. Have them power up. And ensure that the battery life is full. And have them on the frequency Story County Fire Ops to start with,
Story County Fire Ops,
which is the SCFD OPS, and they're both battery full, so we'll shut those off. We're good. So next up on the checklist, you want reflective safety vest. This apparatus is used on vehicle accidents, and so down in the door you'll see there's vest there, and in the rear, and on the passenger side as well. So you just want to make sure that you got those there. Next up is making sure that we got gloves. So those are going to be right in that center console right here. We got extra large, medium, and large sitting right there. This unit also comes with some SCBA devices. In a previous video, we showed you how to check and make sure that the SCBA is working and properly functioning. Making sure that it has at least 4,000 PSI in it. Right here, we'll do the same thing, not in this video, but we'll check and make sure that those are on and functioning properly. Next, we're just gonna walk around the truck. So you start on the driver's side, front compartment. And then here we have our airbag devices that are used as part of the vehicle extrication. We have our wheel chocks, and we have our kitty litter for any spills that you might encounter. And so you can go ahead and check off those items. Next, it's going to show that we're moving to the middle compartment here, and we're going to have our staging lights. So you want to pop those out and ensure that the battery is full. To check the batteries on these, you just push that, and you can see that one is full. And then here, you set it down, that button here will turn the light on, very bright. So you can see that that's working and functioning properly. If it's not and you need to charge the battery, there are charging devices up in the apparatus where you can unplug the battery from right here and stick it in and charge it up. We also have a suction and yank power here, as well as an ALS bag that the EMTs can use, and within that You can pop it out and check all your various equipment. It's going to mirror very closely to what's in 731. But it's got all your C-collar materials. It's got your tourniquets. It's going to have your nasal cannulas. And it's going to have your trauma supplies as well as your thermometer and first aid kit, basic first aid stuff. Pulse socks, all that stuff is going to be in here. So you want to check and make sure all that's functioning properly. Once you do that, you can put it back in. We also carry a portable O2 tank on here. There's a separate video as well for this on how to replace a tank, but you want to just go ahead and take your key and then just open it up. And you want to make sure that it is at least 1400 or more, and this one's right at 1400. That's great. And then you want to make sure after you turn it back off, bleed it off. And then we're good there. I'm just gonna shut the extra. So moving down the truck, I'm gonna take it to the next compartment. So when you arrive at an accident scene, you wanna make sure that the scene is safe for all responders. So there's some portable cones that will go ahead and pop out like that, and you can block off the area where you're gonna be working. You're also gonna be using some extrication tools, and sometimes you wanna set those on the ground. We have a tarp that you can set those down on. We have some toe straps. We have a hydrant wrench, and we have some hose back here. And then you want to make sure that your extinguisher is fully charged. And then this rig also comes with foam on it, chemical foam that can be used as a scene. Making our way around to the rear. So this is where you can go and use the wand that's in here to help extinguish a vehicle fire. You can go ahead and pull out each of these drawers. There's a Stokes basket and a couple backboards, as well as some head blocks that can be used to move patients. And then there's some extrication equipment here as well. You got a Halligan, and you got an axe, and then you got some brooms to help clean up some of that floor dry that might be used for spill, as well as log chains, spare set of gloves. You can also go ahead and check and make sure that your pump is working here. I just shut the vehicle off, so we can circle back to that in a different video on the pump operations. And here is where you're going to keep your snips and your spreaders. So I guess you unhook that, and then you go ahead and pop them out. Use two hands. And then right here, the silver button, you push that. You hit it, we're up. Push it to the right, it opens. Push it to the left, it closes. And then again, this one's got the same battery function. You can see that one's 3 out of 4. Anything less than 3, I would suggest charging. Then you have your stabilization jacks right in the back there. And then you have your spreaders. So you want to test the same thing with your spreaders. Pop that out. Turn it on. They open and close. Check your battery life. So this one's a 2 out of 4. So this one I would definitely go ahead and swap out the battery and put in fully charged one in, and then recharge this one. Moving to your middle cabinet, you have spare batteries, and then you also have a lot of portable power tools that can be useful on scene. So you got cordless drill, you have a cordless impact, another backup cordless drill. You have a Sawzall. And then you got a spare flashlight. And then a few other extra tools in here as well that you can utilize. There is a set of bolt cutters in here too if you need them for any locks that might be in your way. And then we carry a tool belt box as well with pliers, screwdrivers, some RV fluid to keep Sawzall blades cooled down and prevent excessive wear. And then we have extra extrication equipment back here as well. Finally, the last compartment, we have your cribbing to make sure that the vehicle is stable before you start using any of the extrication equipment to ensure patient safety. And finally, just wrapping up, I mentioned over there you have your safety vest here, and then you also have a safety vest up front, as well as your ERG book and how you would respond in any spill situation. Under the seat, we do have our regular clipboard with patient information sheet, and then you also have your voltage testing, and so you want to make sure that that's functional and operational as well. If not, replace the batteries. And I think that basically sums up a quick and dirty truck check on 806. That's it.